Hello students, magandang araw sa ating lahat at sa araw na ito ay i-discuss naman natin itong DE or Differential Equation Linear in X and Y variables at saka ito yung part 2 no, ng ating topic. And sa ating part 1 is kino-consider natin yung case number 1. No? Ito yung case number 1 natin doon in which itong K no, ay magkapariya. Ibig sabihin ay meron tayong dalawang parallel lines doon. So, we use now this B is equal now to isa 1x plus B sub 1y. No? At saka itong dB equals to isa 1 dx plus B sub 1 dy. No? So, again, we are using the same standard form here. This one. But, kino-consider natin sa video na to, yung case number 2. In which we are going to use this x is equal now to u plus x and at saka itong dx natin is just equal to du no, and itong y is equal to v plus k where ang ating dy is equal now to dv. So take note plus no sa x equals to u plus h, if we take the derivative of x no, so this is dx and equal now to this derivative du. Ito dito is derivative ng h natin, but the derivative ng constant, no? Kasi itong h natin at k dito is constant. So, kaya walang dh, no? Kasi derivative ng constant is 0. So, that's why dx is equal na to du lang siya dito. The same way din dito, no? So, yung k is constant. So, dy is equal to dv na wala nang dito, no? Kasi 0 din itong derivative ng k. So take note that itong HK no, is the point of intersection of the two non-parallel lines. No? So paano natin ma-determine students na itong two non-parallel lines, no, in which ito rin dito, ay kukunin pa rin natin yung value ng ating K no, from this. No? A2 is equals to K times A1 at saka yung B2 is equals to K times B1. So if magkapare yung value, so we would use case number 1. But if different yung value niya, so dito na siya mabibilong sa ating case number 2, no? Which are two non-parallel lines. So that's why we are going to use this. Okay? And accordingly, the substitution will reduce the given differential equation to one that is homogeneous of the first degree. No? So I think we are very familiar kung ano yung homogeneous function, no? Or homogeneous of the first degree. Okay, so by this, we are going to proceed, no, with the lone sample problem, no, for this part 2. At saka medyo mataas to students, no? So kindly bear with the tedious calculation, no, for the sample problem. Okay. So we have now this sample problem, find the solution of the equation. We have this quantity x minus 4y minus 9 dx plus quantity 4x plus y minus 2 dy is equal now to 0. Okay? So, first natin gagawin dito, students, ay the same din, no, ng ating case number 1. I-determine natin kung ano yung value ng ating mga k dito. Okay? So, we have now this step, no? First, we are going to use the standard form, no? Yung standard form niya na. So, for a moment, no? So, we have now this standard form a sub 1 x plus b sub 1 y plus c sub 1 and this is quantity dx plus ito namang isa na e sub 2 x plus b sub 2 y plus your c sub 2 dy is equal now to 0. No? So ito yung standard form natin. So by this, we can identify our a sub 1, b sub 1, c sub 1. Also this is sub 2, b sub 2, and c sub 2. No? So our a sub 1 here is equal now to no, dx tayo. Again, dx to. So, dito natin makukuha yung numerical value niya. So, isa 1x. So, normally this is numerical value of 1 lang, no? Kasi x lang. So, we have 1. And then, b sub 1 is just equal now to, yung b sub 1 natin dito is b sub 1y. So, ito yung y. So, minus 4, no? So, minus 4. At saka yung c sub 1 natin is just equal now to negative 9. Right? So, how about itong dy natin, students, no? Ito. So, kukunin natin dito, no? So, yung a sub 2 natin just equal now to 4. Saka yung b sub 2 natin is 1, no? B sub 2 is 1 at saka yung c sub 2 din natin is just simply equal now to negative 2, right? So, I think we are done, no? With this values of A, B, and C. So again, we are going to check, no? And use this, no? We are going to use this A sub 2 is equal now to K times A sub 1. And the second one is B sub 2 is equal now to K times B sub 1. Okay, so first, for this A sub 2, no? For A sub 2 is equal now to K times A sub 1. So A sub 2 natin is 4 equal now to K times A sub 1 natin is 1, no? So yung K natin dito is just simply equal now to 4. And for the second one, for this B2 is equal now to K times B1. So yung B2 natin is 1, no? Is equal now to K times B1 natin is negative 4, no? Negative 4. So at ating K dito is simply negative 1 over 4, no? So yung K natin dito is not the same. So therefore, we can say that this given DE belongs to case number 2. Okay? So we are now decided, no, that this one belongs to case number 2. So based on our case number 2, anong gagawin natin? No, based on case number 2, we are going to use, no, we are going to use x, no, is equal now to u plus h, and then at saka yung y natin is just equal now to v plus your k. Okay, so by this, no, meron tayo ditong, if you take the derivative of your x, no, so we have also this dx is equal now to du, no, kasi constant yung h natin. So dito naman ang dy natin is just equal now to dv, no? So take note also that for case number 2, no? For case number 2, yung hk natin, no, is just, no, ito yung point of intersection, no? Ito yung point of intersection natin. So by this, paano natin makukuha itong point of intersection natin, no, students? So we are going to finding, no, the point of intersection. So paano natin makukuha itong point of intersection, student, no? So we're gonna have to use, no, this a sub 1x plus b sub 1y plus c sub 1, no? At saka ito namang a sub 2x plus b sub 2y plus c sub 2, no? So, first, ang ating a sub 1x, no? Plus b sub 1y plus c sub 1 is just equal now to ito yung x, no? Minus 4y minus 9, no? Ito yung ating first na a sub 1x plus b sub 1y plus c sub 1. At saka ito namang pangalawa natin, a sub 2x plus b sub 2y plus c sub 2 ay ito namang kabila, no? Itong 4x plus y minus 2, right? So, after this one is, isi-set natin, no? Setting a sub 1x plus b sub 1y plus c sub 1 equal to 0. And also your a sub 2x plus b sub 2y, no? Plus c sub 2 is equal to 0. So, we will have now this x, no? Minus 4y minus 9 is equal now to 0. At saka itong isa naman 4x plus y, no? 4x plus your y, no? Minus 2 is equal to 0. So, ito yung i-denote natin to ng equation 1. At saka itong isa is i-denote natin siya ng equation 2. Okay? So, paano natin makukuha, no? Since we are going to find the point of intersection, no? Based on these two equations, no? Itong equation 1 and equation 2. So, kunin natin yung x at saka y dito para makuha natin yung point of intersection niya, no? So, we are going to multiply, no? We are going to multiply equation 1 with 4, no? With 4. So, we have now this x minus 4y minus 9 is equal to 0. And then, it is then times 4, no? So, at saka itong equation ay magiging 4x, no? Minus 4 times 4 is 16. Y minus 9 times 4, no, is 36 is equal to 0. At saka itong equation 2 naman natin ay as is lang siya, no? 4x plus y minus 2 is equal now to 0. So, by this, no, actually, we are eliminating, no, our x, no? Kaya tayo nag-multiply ng 4 dito, no? So, 4x minus 4x is 0. So, negative 16y minus y. So, magiging negative 17y. Saka, minus 36 minus negative 2. So, ito ay magiging positive, no? So, minus 36 plus 2. So, minus 34 is equal to 0. So, transposing this constant to the right, no? So, minus 17y equal now to 34. So, yung y natin dito, students, ay equal now to negative 2, no? So, y is just equal now to negative 2. Okay? So, finding, no, our x, no, since we already have y. So, so you can use either, no, of the two, but gamitin na lang natin yung equation 1. From equation 1, substitute, no? Substitute y is equal to negative 2. Okay? So, Okay, so from equation 1, so we have now this x minus 4y minus 9 is equal to 0. So y is negative 2, no? So x minus 4 times negative 2 minus 9 is equal to 0. So we have now this x, no, plus negative times negative. So this is positive now. So plus 8 minus 9 is equal to 0. So this would be then x, no, is equal now to, ang result dito is 8 minus 9. So negative 1 transpose kabila is 1 na lang siya. Okay, so yung x natin dito is just simply equal now to 1. Since ang values dito ay ang point of intersection natin. So therefore, no, since ito yung point of intersection niya, yung HK natin, no, is just equal now to yung H, ito yung sa X, no? So ito yung 1 at saka yung K ay ito namang sa Y, ito yung negative 2, no? So ito yung value, no? Or yung H natin is just equal to 1 at saka yung K natin is just equal na to negative 2 or pwede mong gamitin ito, no? Yung coordinates niya, HK, which is 1 and negative 2, no? So since we have x, no, is equal now to u plus h, no? At saka yung x natin dito is equal now to u plus h is 1, no? Right? So, ito yung x natin, no? With respect now to your u. At saka yung y naman natin, so then is just equal now to v plus k, no? So, y is equal now to v plus your k is negative 2. Or simply, y is equal to v minus 2. Okay? So, we have now this relationship ng ating x with respect to u. At saka ito namang y with respect now to your v. Okay? So, after this one, we are going to substitute, students, no? So, we are going to substitute. Okay? So, substitute, no? Substitute to this equation, no? To the given differential equation. Okay? So, ito yung given natin. So, we have now this x minus 4y minus 9. And this is dx plus itong kabila is 4x plus y minus 2 dy is equal now to 0, no? So, by the way, no, bago tayo mag-proceed dito plus, if we take the derivative, no, of this x equals to u plus 1, so yung dx is equals to du dito, no? No? Kasi derivative ng 1 or constant is 0. At so ito namang y, no? Yung ano natin, dy is just equal now to dv. Okay? So, we are going to substitute this x, no? And this y, and also this dx and this dy here, no? So, yung x natin is equal now to u plus 1, no? So, we have now this u plus 1, no? And then minus, so i-quantity na lang natin to, minus 4y, no? Yung y naman natin is meron tayong v minus 2, no? V minus 2, okay? And then minus 9. Okay? So, i-bracket na lang natin to students, no? So, this is dx, no? Yung dx natin is just equal to du, okay? Okay? So, this is plus. So, i-bracket na lang din natin itong sa no, 4x. So we have 4 times yung x natin is u plus 1, no? So we have u plus 1, okay? Then plus your y, yung y natin is v minus 2, okay? So pwede mo ganitoin v minus 2, minus 2, no? So this is minus 2 quantity. So yung dy natin, no? Yung dy natin is equal to dv. So this is dv is equal na to 0. So after this one, students, no, i-simplify natin to, no? So we have now this simplifying this one, no? So we are going to distribute this. So this is now equal now to u plus 1. So distribute natin dito, no? So this would be then minus, no? Minus 4b, then plus negative 4 times negative 2. So this is plus 8, no? And this is minus 9. And this is d, okay? So the other one is we have now this 4u plus 4, no? So distribute this one. And then we have now this plus v minus 2. And we also have this minus 2. And this is dv is equal now to 0. Okay? So, i-minimize muna natin to. So, after that one, we are going then to, so we have now this UV, no? So, if you can observe, no, meron tayong plus 1, saka plus 8, so 9. 9 minus 9, so magka-cancel out itong 1, at saka 8, at saka itong minus 9, no? So, ang matitira dyan is ito na lang u, no? At saka minus 4b. So, this is u minus 4b, and this is du plus, ito naman sa kabila is we have 4, no? At saka minus 2, minus 2. So, 4 minus 4, no? Kasi minus 4 na itong dito. So, magka-cancel out siya. So, ang matitira is 4u plus itong v na lang, students, no? Plus your v, and this is dv is equal to 0. Okay, so I think we have simplified this one into this, no? Okay. So by this, no, we are going to denote this one, no, as your equation 3, no. So we just write this one here, no. Baka mag-erase tayo dito. So itong equation natin, so we have x minus 4y, no? At saka minus 9 is equal to 0. Ito yung equation 1 natin. At saka itong isa 4x, no, plus y, and then minus 2 is equal to 0. Ito yung equation 2 natin. At saka itong equation 3. Ito yung magiging equation 3 natin, students, no? So, we will denote this one as equation number 3, no? So, we have u minus 4b, no? U minus 4v, and then this is du plus itong isa is 4u plus your v dv is equal to 0. So, ito yung equation 3 natin, no? So, we are just going to erase this one, no? So after this, we are going to proceed now with this equation 3. So we are going to assign a variable here para masosolve natin since yung terms natin dito sa ating sa loob ng brackets is u minus 4b at saka itong kabila is 4u plus b we will assign so we are going to let let we will let u is equal now to your z times your v so ito yung magiging assumption natin dito mag-i-introduce tayo ng variable z para ma-solve natin itong equation 3 by substitution so actually you can assign any variable if you don't want to use this z but in this case we are just going to use na lang itong z for the purpose of solving this given differential equation. So taking the derivative of your u, so du is equal now to, so itong z times the derivative of your v plus ito namang v times the derivative of your z, right? Ito yung du natin. So we are going to substitute this one substitute to equation number 3 natin so we are going to substitute sa ating equation number 3 so ito yon so ang mangyayari dyan is we have now this u minus 4b so 4 ito and then this is du i-rewrite muna natin plus yung isang term is 4u plus your v and this is dv is equal now to 0. Okay? So after that one ay ating meron na tayong u so since i-substitute natin so mangyayari dyan is i-bracket muna natin ito so u is zb so ito yung u so z times your v minus 4b so this is 4b and then du so this is just equivalent to your du z db plus b dz. Okay, so substitute natin dito so this is z, okay, and this is dv plus yung v dz mo plus ito namang dito so we have now i-bracket muna natin 4 times u so this is u which is equal to z times b, okay, so b siya z times b and then plus your v quantity times dv so dv is equal now to 0. Okay, so after that one students we are going to distribute this term into its term here also this 4b into this one so proceeding with our calculation we have now this zv times z dv so we have now this z squared v dv, okay, so we have now this z squared v v dv and then zv times v dz so zv squared zv squared dz, okay, so we have now this plus z b squared and then we have now this dz, okay, ZB squared dz at saka ito namang minus 4b times zdb. So, negative 4 zb, no? So, this is negative 4 zb and this is dv. Okay? 4 zb dv at saka itong negative 4 times b dg is negative rin siya, no? So, negative. We have 4b squared, no? dz. So, this is 4b squared and this is dz. Okay? So, we are done, no? With this one. So, i-close muna natin to students, no? Para hindi tayo malito. So, ito namang kabila. So, we have plus, no? Plus, we have now this 4 zv plus your v, no? 4 zv plus your b. So, pwede natin i-diretso na lang natin itong db, no? So, ano yun na lang natin to student, no? I-diretso na lang natin i-distribute itong db doon sa loob, no? 4 zb db, okay? At saka plus vdb. V dv is equal na to 0. Okay? So, meron tayong parenthesis dyan. Okay? So, after this one, pwede nating i-separate lahat ng mga the same variable, no? So, in this case, we will start with this one, no? Sa mga dv at saka yung mga dz naman is ating isi-separate. So, first we have this z squared v dv. So, tapos na to. At saka, ano pang may dv dito? So, ito. No? So, we have now this minus 4 z v dv, right? And then, after that one is, meron to pa. Ito, no? Ito. So, we have now this plus, no? Plus yung 4 z v dv plus itong v dv, no? So, after this one, ito naman mga dz, no? So, this is plus, no? Plus. So, we have now this z b squared and this is dz. At saka ito namang isa minus, no? So, minus 4b squared. This is dz. And then, wala na, no? So, this is just equal now to 0. So, as you can see, students, no, dito, with regards to VDB, z squared na. So, siya lang mag-isa. So, we can rewrite it here, z squared v dv. Saka itong 4zb dv is meron man ito isa 4zb dv. So, magka-cancel out siya, no? So, magka-cancel out siya. So, ang natitira is ito na lang vdb, no? So, plus v dv. Okay? So, after this one is dz. Tingnan natin. So, as is ito, no? So, this is plus z b squared dz minus 4b squared, no? dz is equal now to 0. Okay? So, as you can see, students, no? Meron siyang common variable dito na v, no? Kada term, no? So, pwede nating ilabas actually yung v dito, no? Para masisimplify siya. So, pwedeng ilabas natin yung v. So, this would be z squared dv plus your dv, no? At saka itong isa plus, so magiging z at saka v na lang dz at saka itong isa minus 4. Labas natin isang v, so v and this is dz is equal to 0. So, magka-cancel itong v, no? Mawawala to. So, ang natitira dyan is z squared dv plus dv plus z v dz minus 4v dz is equal to 0. So, kung isi-simplify natin itong dv at saka itong dz, so ang mangyayari is i-extract natin yung dv palabas. So, this would be then the z squared, no? Plus 1 quantity, no? Ilalabas natin yung dv. Saka itong isa plus, ilalabas natin itong dz, no? So, pwede kasama ang v dz, no? So, this would be z, no? Z. And then we have now v dz minus 4, no? So, natitira yung 4. Saka ito ay magiging v dz, no? So, ini-extract natin yung v dz, no? Sa dalawang term. So, z minus 4, v dz is equal now to 0, okay? So, by this, no, meron tayong dv, dz. So, as you can see, meron tayong z squared plus 1 at saka itong sa kabila, z minus 4, no? At saka meron tayong dv. So, paano natin makukombine yung the same variable, no? Itong v is mapunta dito sa dv at saka itong z squared plus 1 is mapupunta dito, no, sa ating dz, no? So, actually, multiply the equation, no, with first, i-transfer muna natin itong z squared plus 1 dito, no? Kasi in terms of z siya, no? Itong z squared dito siya sa dz. So, ang mangyayari dyan is we are going to multiply this one with 1, no? Over yung z squared plus 1. Okay? So, we distribute its term, no? So, ang matitira dito is magiging dv na lang, no? Magka-cancel siya. So, plus dito is 1 over z squared plus 1 times dito. So, mangyayari is magiging z minus 4, no? Over this z squared plus 1. Okay? And this is v, no? And this is dz is equal now to 0. So, pagkatapos niyan is meron pang naano dito, no? Yung v. Paano natin siya mapupunta dito sa kabila, students, no? So, ang mangyayari is i-multiply na naman natin ito ng 1 over v, no? Para matatanggal itong v dito kasi in terms of z kasi dito, no? So, kung maaari, yung z variable lang ang may involved dito, no? Yung mga hindi z, no? In terms of z is at i-ano natin siya, ilalagay sa tamang lalagyan niya, no? In which itong v ay sana dito siya malolocate sa in terms of v, no? Itong dv. So, that's why we multiply the whole equation with 1 over v. So, 1 over v times dv. So, this would be dv over v plus ito naman is magka-cancel out na siya. So, this would be then equal now to z minus 4 and this is z squared, no? Plus your 1 And in terms of dz is equal now to 0. So actually students, no, ito na yung forma niya, no, in which pwede na natin siya ma-integrate actually, no. But with respect now to this z minus 4, no, if we take this one separately, no, so pwede natin siya ma-rewrite into this form, students, no. So, anuhin muna natin itong sa kabila. Okay? So, here, so this can also be written, no, as dv over v plus, so pwede siyang z over this z squared plus 1, no? At saka i-separate natin ito namang minus 4, no? So, pwede siyang magiging z, no? So, we could also have this z over this z squared plus 1, no? And this is dz. And this one is minus 4, no? So, minus 4 over, we have now this z squared plus 1, no? And this is dz, no? And this is just equal now to 0. Okay. So by this students, no, pwede na natin siyang ma-integrate, no, kasi if we try to look at this one, no, if we are going to let u equal now to this z squared plus 1, so pwede siya, no, kasi yung dz natin is 2z, no. Yung du natin, no, is equal na to 2z dz, no. So pag i-substitute natin siya dito is magka-cancel out na itong z. At saka itong isa naman students ay, so by this, no, we are going to work out, no, this one individually. So integrating, no, so integrating, so we have now this integral of your dv over v plus we have now the integral of your z dz, no, so this is z squared plus 1, and we also have now this minus, ipalabas natin itong constant sa integral, no, so this is 4, and this is integral of dz over z squared plus 1, okay, and this is just equal now to 0, okay. So, madali lang to students, na itong integral of dv over v, no, kasi ln v lang siya plus c1, no. But working out with this one, no, so mag-individual tayo, no, each term. So for integral, no, of dv over v, no, so we have now this integral of dv over v is equal now to ln of your v, no, plus c1, okay. So ito yung value natin, no, para sa first. So sa susunod natin is itong integral of z dz over this z squared plus 1, no. So we have now this 4 integral of your, okay, so for a moment student, no. So we have now this integral of, we have this z, no, dz over your z squared plus 1, no. So by this, we let mag-assign tayo, no, ng u equal now to this z squared plus 1, no? Kasi if we take the derivative of your u, this would be 2z and dz, no? In which makukuha natin dito student, no, yung dz niya is equal now to du over your 2 times z. Okay? So if we are going to substitute, no? So substitute, ang mangyayari dyan is ang integral natin is z dz over your z squared plus 1, no? Is just equal now to the integral of your z. Ang dz natin is du over 2z, no? So this is du over 2z. And ang denominator is z squared plus 1, which is our u, no? So this would be u. So magka-cancel itong z niya. So ang mangyayari dyan is ilalabas natin sa students, no? So this would be then 1/2, no? So ilalabas natin itong 1/2 integral of du over u na lang siya. In which in this case, this would be equal now to 1/2 times your ln u plus your c2. Okay? And then, since ang u natin is z squared plus 1, no? So pwede natin siyang i-substitute, no, students. So this would be then equal now to 1/2. Then we have ln of your u, which is z squared plus 1, no? And this is plus c2. And this would probably equal now to 1/2. No, i-distribute natin each term. Ln of your z squared plus 1 plus 1/2 your c2. Okay? So we are done, no, with this second term here. So how about this, i-ano na lang natin to students, no? So para ma-identify natin. At saka ito yung integral ng z dz over your z squared, no, plus 1. No? Ito yung equivalent niya. Okay? So for the next term, for this one, no, 4 over this z squared plus 1, no, for integral. This one, no, meron na tayong integral for integral of your dz over z squared plus 1. So we have now this 4 integral of dz over z squared plus 1, no? This would be then equal now to anong property ang magagamit natin dyan, students, no? I hope na meron kayong na-remember dito, students. No? Actually, we have a property on this, no? I would just like to remind, no, yung property. We have now this property here. So, ano yung property, students? No? So, the integral of du over your a squared plus u squared, no, is just equal now to 1 over a, no, arctangent of your u over a plus c. Okay? Ito yung property niya, no? So, integral of du over a squared plus u squared is equal now to 1 over a arctangent u over a plus c, no? And then, dito students ay meron tayong z squared plus your 1, no? So this is just good also of writing, no? Itong ating z squared, no, plus 1, no, dito ay equivalent lang siya sa z squared plus 1 squared, right? So, yung ano natin dito, no, yung a natin is ito yung constant, student, no? Which in this case, ito yung 1, no? At saka, take note na pwede nating i-emphasize dito na yung a is ang constant, no, sa property na to. Okay? So, by this, so yung ano dito, yung a, no, ay constant. So, yung constant. Okay? So, dito ay magiging equal siya sa 4 times, no? Yung DC natin dito, students, no? Ito yung DU dito, no? So, actually, ito ay pwede mo ring ma-rewrite, no, ng ganito, no? Ito students, no? Para hindi kayo malito. Yung A natin dito ay constant, no? So, pwede mo rin ma-rewrite ito ng integral of du over u squared plus a squared is equal now to 1 over a arctangent of your u over a plus c, no? So, ito yung u nasa taas, no? Okay, so, i-write na lang natin to students. Arctangent of your u over a plus c. Okay? So, in this case, yung a natin dito, class, is ito yung constant na 1, no? So, kaya, 1 over a, so this is 1 over a, which is 1, no? And then, arctangent, and then, yung u natin, no, is ito yung z, no? So, du over u squared plus a squared, no? So, ito yung z, yung u natin dito. So, arctangent u is z over a, which is 1, no? And after that, plus your c. Okay? So, since ito yung pangatlo, so this is c3. Okay? So, after this, this is just equal now to, no? So, i-distribute na natin, no? So, this is just equal now to 4 arctangent z plus your 4 c3. So, ito yung 4 integral ng dz over your z squared plus 1, no? So, ito yung equivalent niya. Okay? So, after this one ay atin na siyang gamitin ito, no? So, we will just have to write it here, no? We have this integral of dv over v, no? Dito. Plus, we have now the integral of z dz over your z squared plus 1 minus 4 integral of your dz over your z squared plus 1 is equal to 0. So, yung integral of dv over v is just equal now to ln of your v plus c1. Okay? And then, yung second term natin, no, itong z dz over z squared plus 1, ito yon, no? So, this is 1 half ln of your z squared plus 1, no? Plus 1 half c2 plus 1/2 of your C2. Okay? And then minus itong 4, no? Integral of dz over z squared plus 1. In which ito yun. So, this is minus. So, quantity, no? 4 arctangent g, no? 4 arctangent of your z plus 4 of your C3 is equal now to 0. Okay? So simplifying, no? And combining the constant. So, ito ay magiging ln of your v. And then, we have C1, no? So, sa huli natin nalagay yan. So, we have plus your 1/2, no? 1/2 of your ln of your z squared plus 1. So, plus 1/2 C3 sa huli na. So, ito is i-distribute natin. So, this is minus 4 arctangent z, no? And then, saka na natin ilalagay itong plus C1, no? Plus C1, saka ito, 1/2 C2, plus 1/2 of your C2, and then minus 4C3 is equal to 0, no? So, mag-assign tayo ng ating C, no? So, we are going to let C is equal now to C1 plus 1/2 of your C2 minus 4 of your C3. Okay? So, this would be then ln of your V plus 1/2 of your ln of your Z squared plus 1 minus 4 arctangent of your Z plus your C is equal now to 0. Okay? So, I think we are almost there, no? So, what shall we go next, no? From here, students? And take note, student, no, that ang ating equation ngayon is nag-involve siya ng P at saka yung Z, no? And take note also that we assign, no? We assign this substitution, no? We assign this substitution of, no? So we have now this U is equal now to Z times your V, right? So, ang gagawin natin dito, students, no? Itong Z dito ay ating i-express siya, no, in terms of this U and V, no? Kasi anong dahilan, student, no? Kasi take note, no? Ito ay magiging ang Z natin is just equal now to U over your V. So, after natin siya may express, no, into this U and this V, take note na meron tayong students, no, na equivalent niya, no, from our first part, no, na ating solution. Take note na yung x natin is just equal now to u plus 1, no? U plus 1, in which ang h natin is 1, at saka meron din tayong assignment, no, previously, student, na yung y natin is just equal now to v minus 2, no? Since ang ating hk, no, or point of intersection dati is hk, no? Ang ating hk is just equal now to 1 and negative 2, no? So, that's why we have now this x is equal now to u plus 1, no? Since ang ating h is 1. At saka yung y natin is equal now to v minus 2 since ang ating k natin is negative 2. Now, from this, students, no? From this, kung ma-express natin itong z dito in terms of u at saka v, so we have now a relationship here, no? Of your x with respect to u and of your y with respect to v, no? So, from here, kung makukuha na natin u at saka or ma-express natin itong z dito in terms of u and v, so pwede rin nating ma-substitute, no? Later on yung ating u at saka yung v in terms of your x and y, no? In which from here ang ating u ay magiging we have x, no? Minus 1, no? At saka dito sa y equals to v minus 2, ang ating v, no, is just equal now to y, no, plus your constant number 2. Okay? So, ang target natin ngayon, student, ay ito muna, no? I-express natin itong z in terms of your u, saka v, at pagkatapos ay saka na itong i-express natin itong u at saka v in terms of your x, no? At saka y variables. Okay? So, this time, unahin muna natin to, no? And so, we are just going to have some extra space here, no, students? We have, no, from here, so we have now this one, okay? So, we substitute z is equals to u over b, no, in this one. So, we have now this L and b. So, as is itong b, kasi in terms of b na to, plus 1/2, no? So, we have now this plus 1/2 of your ln. Now, ln of your, so take note, z squared plus 1. So, yung z natin is u over b, no? So, we are going to have now this u over your v. And this is squared, no? And plus 1, okay? And then minus 4. And then we have arctangent of your z, which is u over v, right? And then plus your c is equal now to constant, okay? So, by this, no? So, anong gagawin natin dito ngayon, no? Since na-express na natin siya in terms of u at saka v. So, gagamitin na natin itong natin, students, no? Ating u, which is x minus 1 at saka v, which is y plus 2, no? I-substitute natin siya, no? Dito. I-substitute natin siya dito, students, no? So, if we are going to assign, no, this one, if we are going to assign this one as equation 4, no, so we have now this equation 4. No, since meron na tayong equation 1, 2, 3, so substitute, no, we are going to substitute, no, our this u, no, substitute u is equal now to x minus 1 at saka itong v natin, no, which is equal now to y plus 2, no, substitute to equation number 4, okay? So, ito ay magiging ln, no? ln, yung v natin is y plus 2. So, this is y plus 2. And then, we have now this 1/2. 1/2 of your ln, no? 1/2 of your ln, okay? We have here, sa loob na siya, no? Dito. So, we have u. Our u is x minus 1. So, we have here x minus 1 over v natin is y plus 2. So, we have now this y plus 2, and this is raised now to the squared, no? And plus 1. Okay? And then minus 4. Arctangent of your u over v. So, our i-bracket na lang natin ito, no? So, u is x minus 1 at saka y plus 2, no? Y plus 2. And then, we have now this plus c is equal now to 0. Okay? So, after this one student, no, ay pwede nating i-multiply, no? Kasi meron tayong fraction dito. So, pwede natin siyang i-multiply ng 2, no? Para mawala ito fraction dito. So, this would be now, this would become 2 ln of your y plus 2 plus, so, mag-cancel out siya. So, this would be now ln of your x minus 1 over your y plus 2, no? And this is squared plus 1. And this is now 2 times 4 is 8, no? Arctangent of your, so pwede na natin ganito ito, no? Students. So we have x minus 1 over y plus 2. And this is plus your 2c is equal now to 0. Okay? So actually, we can simplify this one into this form, no? So we have the property of this, that this would be raised now to this as exponent of this y plus 2, no? So this would be ln of your y plus 2 squared. And then we have now this ln, no, of your so if we are going to distribute this squared, no, into its terms, so pwede siya magiging ganito, students, no? So we have now this okay, so for a moment, no? So pwede siyang x minus 1, no? X minus 1. Distribute natin siya sa kada term, no? Saka yung sa baba is y plus 2 squared, no? Plus this is 1, okay? And this would be now equal now to minus 8, no? Arctangent of your, and this is x minus 1 over your y plus 2. And then this could be equal now to negative 2c. Okay. So after this one, we let c is equal now to negative 2c. Okay. So this would be then equal now to ln of your y plus 2 squared plus ln of your, so we have now this x minus 1 squared over this y plus 2 squared, no? And this is plus 1 quantity. And then this is minus 8 arctangent of your x minus 1 over this y plus 2 is equal now to C. So, I think as student, we have some property no, sa ating natural logarithm. No? Meron tayong property actually. No? So, we'll just have to erase this one first. No? Meron tayong property sa logarithm student no, na you have ln no, of your xy is just equal now to ln of your x no, plus ln of your y. No? So, meron tayong property sa natural logarithm. No? So, ln of your xy is equal to ln x plus ln y. So, saan natin ito ma-apply student? No? So, ma-apply natin siya dito no? Sa ln of your y plus 2 raised to the square plus itong ln natin no? Sa x minus 1 squared over y plus 2 squared plus 1. No? So, pwede natin siya ma-apply dito. So, this is the sum of the two, and this is ln x plus ln y. So, it is just equal na to this ln of your x and y. So, therefore, magiging ln na lang siya, students, no? Into this ln of your. So, we have na this y. Product, no? Product ng dalawa, y plus 2 squared. And then, ln, no? ln x plus ln y equals to ln of your x and y. So, ito yung isa, yung x natin, 1, y plus 2 is the squared at saka ito namang isa, no? Ita times natin siya dito sa, okay. So, we have now this, ganito na lang natin, students, no? So, we have x minus 1 squared over this, y plus 2 squared plus 1, no? So, quantity siya. Okay. So, this is bracket. Minus 8, no? Arctangent of your x minus 1 over your y plus 2 is equal now to C. Okay. So, kung i-distribute natin siya, student, in every term, no? So, magka-cancel out kung una. So, ang mangyayari dyan is magiging ln siya ng, so, ang matitira is yung x minus 1 squared, no? So, magka-cancel out siya. At saka y plus 2 raised to the squared times dito sa plus 1. So, magiging plus, no? Plus y plus 2 quantity squared, no? And this could be minus 8 arctangent of your x minus 1 over your y plus 2 is equal now to your constant C. Okay. So, I think that would be it, no, student, na i-express na natin ang answer natin, no, into the x and y variables, no, together with your constant C, no. So, ln of your quantity x minus 1 squared plus the quantity y plus 2 raised squared minus 8 arctangent of your x minus 1 over y plus 2 quantity equal now to C. No? So, ito yung answer natin, students. No? This is now our solution actually. No? This is now our solution of the given differential equation. Okay, so as what I've said, no, students, medyo mataas-taas yung calculation natin dito ngayon sa ating sample problem, no? And once again, no, I hope na meron na naman kayong natutunan, no, sa ating topic today. regarding nitong DE, no? Differential equation linear in X and Y variables considering the case number 2. Okay, so I think we are done, no, with this sample problem. And for our next lecture video, student, we have now this video 1.19 and we will now proceed, no, sa ating homogeneous higher ordered linear differential equation, or ito yung tinatawag natin na HH or H whole D, no? And we consider part 1 and part 2 again, no, of this next topic. Okay, so these are also our references. And thank you once again, student, no, for your time listening and watching, no, this lecture video. And see you next time, no, for our next video and our next topic. Keep safe, everyone, and God bless.